Hello, my name is Deborah Moore and I'm a spiritual coach. Today I'm going to be talking about the us and them attitude that many of us carry, which is really dividing us as a species, really, a whole culture. So at the moment, we hear it all the time, don't we? Oh, if only they would do this or they would do that, or it's all their fault, or, it's the government's fault. If the government did this, if the government did that, etc., etc. There's a real culture of us and them. So take a moment, take a deep breath, and remember that we are all one. Physics has told us that everything is connected. We are all part of one energy. We live in a world of duality because that is how we learn. We need to be able to have things to compare, but it's not reality. It's not real. The reality is that we are all one. We are one energy. We're one mind. We're one consciousness. There is no us and them. There is only us. So how do we deal with this? The thing to understand is that when we are looking at someone else or another group of people and we're saying, we could even be saying good things about them, but it's particularly relevant, when you hear people saying bad things and, talking down authority. That's a very common one. Is that if you think about it from a perspective that we are all one, then we know that actually that is part of us as well. So, for an example, in the Bible even, Jesus talks about, let the person who has done no sin throw the first stone. We all have negative thoughts. We all do things that are not in total alignment with the universe. Well, they're in alignment with the universe because we're part of the universe, but they're not sort of like in alignment with the most positive growth of the universe, with the most positive awakening of consciousness. We all do things, even if they're just tiny little things, even if it's just a momentary thought. Thoughts are very powerful and they manifest, as we know. So, some people have taken it's like their sole purpose is to actually express maybe something negative in a big way. And it may be our sole purpose to do something completely different. However, we will still express certain things in a negative way. We all do it. None of us are perfect. None of us are enlightened yet. So the trick is to understand that at some level we have contributed to that decision, to that awareness, to that level of consciousness, even if it was only a fleeting thought that we had. And to understand that it's important for consciousness to know itself fully. It has to express all these different aspects. And when you think about it like that, I often think to myself, I'm so grateful that that person chose to live out this expression of consciousness and I didn't need to, or I'm only living it out in a tiny little fraction. So, in order to change that, because we are all connected and we're all one energy, the thing is to apply ourselves to whatever it is that we are contributing to that. So to catch that slither of a thought which contributes to whatever it is that we don't like in someone else or in an institution, and to say, oh wow, I just contributed to that. Okay, so let's change that thought, let's change that mindset, and let's restructure it to what I do want, because we're all connected, we're all one energy. And if we can change that in ourselves, then we contribute to changing that as a whole. We feed into the collective pool of higher consciousness of what we do want to see. So catch yourself when you hear yourself saying their fault, they did this, they do that, I don't like this, it's all their fault. Well, if it wasn't for the government having done this, or, blah, 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 blah. Catch it. Stop and reflect. How much am I contributing to that? How can I change my perspective so that I actually contribute to what I do want to see, what I believe is healthy, positive, beautiful, spiritual awakening for everybody. Okay, I love you all, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do subscribe to my channel so that you will always get my videos straight away. Take care.